from sportbytrackgear.com. Today we're going to do a premium helmet comparison. For those of you that have been to our YouTube channel, our website, or our customers of ours, you know that we really live by the whole "if we won't use it, we don't sell it" motto. That is how we roll over here, no doubt about it. So to begin with, every one of these helmets is a great helmet. I think every one of these helmets is a good investment. Okay, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to point out the nuances, the differences between each of these, the subtle things that you're just not going to get from reading manufacturer supplied text. The other reality is, I mean, let's face it, the manufacturer is not going to say something that's kind of negative about their own product. We're not here to bash anything, we're just kind of here to share with you what we've learned. And I've got a lot of hours in each one of these helmets. You're going to see that 3 out of the 4 have Wera tech stickers on the chin bar, so they passed tech, and I raced in them. The Shoei is the only one that I didn't race in, but I've done enough track time in it, and I think even some race practice that I didn't get a tech. Sorry about that, guys. So I have good time in every one of these helmets, and I think I can speak from a real, a user's point of view, which is what I want to try and get across, a rider's point of view. Let's start off with certification, okay? Arai Corsair V helmets, going to be Snell 2010 certified, okay? Anything, this year moving forward. There are some of the stragglers that were still just Snell 2005, but all the new stuff's going to be 2010 and DOT certified. Shoei X12 helmet, also Snell 2010 certified with a DOT label. Here's where we get a little different, little gear shift. Shark RSR2 ECE 2205 and DOT certified. We'll finish up here with the Bell Star, Snell 2010 certified, and of course the DOT label. Let's talk weight. Size medium. Every one of these helmets is a medium, okay? My head measures at 58 centimeters, puts me at the top of a medium scale. I would say I have an intermediate oval shape, and I'm going to show you what each one of these looks like on me here in just a minute. But let's talk weight. Size medium, RSR2, 3.1 pounds on our digital shipping scale. This is the lightest of the bunch. Next up, we've got 3.4 pounds for the Arai Corsair V. 3.5 pounds for our Bell Star Sierwinski. And then we have about 3.7 pounds for our Shoei X12. You can see that, these are pretty close, right? The Shark really wins that battle, and they kind of do that with the whole ECE deal. ECE allows for some different ways of putting the shell together. It allows for a lighter helmet, and Shark's able to take advantage of that and make a very safe product. Airflow. Okay, that's another great classification. Airflow from these helmets. Let's start with this one, my Corsair V. At speed, tons of airflow. Okay, a little to the noisy side, tons of airflow for me. At low speed, this also moved a ton of air, to the point where I was racing at Mid-Ohio. I had the helmet on, I was in the pits, bike was on the warmers, getting ready to go out and do a sighting lap, and when a little breeze picked up, and I had all the vents open, and I noticed it immediately. I mean, it was cooling my head while I was standing there in the pits. So at low and high speeds, lots of airflow from this. I want to say that the Shoei X12 and the Bell Star are really close in terms of airflow, right? A little bit less than this, but really, really close between the two. The X12 really excelled at the high speeds, okay, with low noise production too, which was nice. But at high speed, the ventilation was tremendous. At lower speeds, this didn't flow as much air as the Corsair V did, and it also at low speeds didn't move as much air as the Bell Star. For me, not a big deal. Most of the stuff I'm doing is real high-speed riding, and it's not a humongous takeaway, but its low-speed ventilation could be a little stronger. Its X11, the one that its predecessor, did flow a little more air at low speeds. So if you're a street guy, that might be a concern for you. The last one in the airflow, I'm going to say it was the RSR2. Still very adequate, okay? Very adequate, but of these 4, I would say that it flowed the least amount of air. Stability at speed. How stable is this, especially at high speeds? I gotta tell you, I'm gonna say that these two here, the Corsair V and the Shark RSR2, for me, these are pretty even. Okay, out of the box, they work great. I did play with the air wing a little bit here on the Corsair V. You know, you can adjust this thing up or down, and they have some different, you know, recommendations on that. I just put it all the way up for the most part, went out and rode around. The thing rocked. It was great. Okay. This one, super stable. For the Bellstar, this helmet comes with this device here as an add-on. It's called the track strip. They recommend if you're going to be riding at speeds of 140 or over, that you install this on the helmet. That's done with two-sided tape it comes with. For me, riding without that track strip, I noticed it wasn't as stable as it could be. I put the track strip on, it made a huge difference. So if you know you're a high-speed rider and you want to get a star, you need to put that on there. It doesn't really change the aesthetics of the helmet any, but it really changed performance. So I liked it. Good and stable at speed. Still going to give the nod to these two. The X12. Don't misunderstand me. It did a good job. It was as stable as it should be. But I was a huge X11 fan. Loved that helmet. The aerodynamic properties of that thing were absolutely ridiculous. It was that good. You know, the 12... The 11 was just a little better in that department, so I guess that's what I was looking for. I was looking for beat the X11. It just didn't do it for me. Still great, still a solid performer in that regard, but the X11 was a little more stable. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about comfort and fit from each one of these helmets. And something that we've been asked before is, hey Brian, could you please put the helmets on in the video so we can see what they look like on you? And we're going to do that too, okay? Let's go ahead and let's talk about fit and the nuances I noticed between each one of these. Once again, I measure at 58 centimeters on the money, okay? Puts me at the top of the scale for the medium. Every one of these four is a medium. Fits me great. Let's start with the Arai. I've always loved the Arai fit, there's no doubt about it. I like how the cheek pads feel like they really come further forward in the helmet. Captures my head nice. One of the things they did with the Corsair V is they were able to open up the bottom a little bit so it's easier to get on and off. I appreciate that as well, okay? Great fit for me, kind of an intermediate oval shape. This thing works stellar. Not a bad remark. One thing I do want to say with all these helmets is remember the EPS will break in for you, for the wearer. These are really expensive. You buy a helmet like this, you get it broken in for yourself. Don't loan it to your buddy. Don't let your girl put it on. Don't let anybody put your helmet on. You spend a lot of money on these, it's a big investment. Take care of it. Never let anyone put it on. If you get your buddy that happens to have a 2X head and he wants to pry on your medium Corsair V, okay, your medium Corsair V is not going to be like it was before you put it on. You need to understand that. Don't let people try your helmet on. It's yours. Keep it for yourself. Shoei X12. Right from the get-go, one of the things I noticed with this is it had a kind of a small opening here. A little more effort on and off, right? I love a tight helmet, and I love the way this felt down low. I mean, it really felt like it kind of tapered in. Overall, once again, a great fit. Shoei's famous for that. Felt wonderful. Intermediate oval shape for me. Not a problem. No hot spots or anything. Shark RSR2. Medium, fit great. I love the fabric that they used on this one. No issues with the fit whatsoever. You know, I think if you fit in most common helmets, you're going to be good to go with the RSR2 without any sizing adjustments. Bellstar, easy on, easy off, a lot like the Corsair V. It's got a good size opening down here, so it's easy to get the helmet on and off your head. I can appreciate that. But once you get it on, it has a nice, comfortable